Good evening. My name is Carmen Jones-Peterson. I am the senior English teacher as well as JFK alum class of 1991. Thank you. I will be your mistress of ceremony this evening. Welcome to the commencement for the John F. Kennedy High School class of 2021. Please take your seats as we prepare to honor our graduates. Before we begin, please take out your cell phones and put them on vibrate or turn them off. Please keep the aisles clear so that everyone can see the graduates and the program. Greetings to parents, school staff, guest administrators, principals, teachers, fellow alum, and all supporters to the John F. Kennedy High School 2021 commencement. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Monica Price, City of Cleveland Chief of Education, Ms. Karen Thompson, our Chief of Staff, and Network Leader Aaron Frew. At this time, please rise for the singing of the official Black National Anthem by Ms. Jacqueline Black.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us, facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won.
That was fabulous. At this time, we will have the presentation of colors from the Army JROTC.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's red fade, whose broad stripes and bright stars through perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gladly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the guns bursting in air, kangaroo through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, sailors that star-spangled banner yet wave. Oh, the man of the free and the poor of the
Good evening, everyone. My name is Kyla Porter, and I'm the 2021 student president. We are the candidates.
Good evening, parents, family members, faculty, community stakeholders, John F. Kennedy alumni, Chiefs Karen Thompson, Valentina Moxon, Dr. Monica Price, our network leader, Aaron Frew, Councilman Joe Jones, CEO Eric Gordon, and especially our graduating class of 2021 from John F. Kennedy High School, I bring you greetings. I'm Dr. Terrence Menifee, principal of John F. Kennedy High School, and it gives me great pleasure and honor to present the class of 2021. Let's give them a round of applause, please. This has truly been an arduous journey over the last year and a half, particularly due to the pandemic. This group of students, graduates, have worked extremely hard with overcoming issues, obstacles such as starting off learning face-to-face, then learning remotely, to hybrid learning, and then back to face-to-face. In addition, they've dealt with constant changes to the color code of our COVID system, trying to figure out which protocol should we follow. Do we follow the city? Do we follow the state or the federal guidelines? We've endured tech issues and even in some cases depression. However, despite everything that this group has gone through, they were able to see it through and overcome. So today, to the historic class of 2021, being the first class to graduate from the new John F. Kennedy High School, I want to say to you that you are my heroes, each and every one of you. We've learned a lot together over the past year, and I will take what I've learned from you and apply it to my daily walk in life. So again, welcome, thank you, and Godspeed. I'm Dr. Terrence Menifee, John F. Kennedy class of 1988. Let's give our graduates another round of applause. At this time, thank you. At this time, I would like to bring our Ward 1 Councilman Joe Jones for a special send-off to our graduates. Councilman.
I'm honored to have the opportunity to serve as councilman for this area and this community. And more important, I'm glad that you are in a beautiful school and being a graduating class, the first graduating class of the new John F. Kennedy School. I want to take this opportunity to thank Dr. Terrence Menifee and his faculty and his staff for doing such a great job planning and organizing this event for today. And let's give them a great big round of applause. You are a great generation of people, the class of 2021. And through one of the greatest epidemics of this time, you went through the entire process. And you've come back and you are facing a new world full of hope and opportunities, challenges that will test you as a human being. But the will and the determination of the human spirit is a very powerful one. But you must have the dogged determination. And when we talk about John F. Kennedy fighting eagles, it's a term, fighting eagles. It means something. So your determination to succeed and your will to be determined to succeed must guide you through this number of challenges like we've never seen before. But I just want you to take the opportunity to understand that you wouldn't be where you are, you wouldn't be who you are if you didn't have those people who set the foundation for you. And I want you to take a moment and look at those people, your mothers and your fathers. Look at them. Your grandparents, your grandmother and grandfather, your uncles and your aunts, your cousins and your brothers and your sisters. And having that determination to succeed doesn't mean that you're not going to be knocked down sometime, that you're going to have those people who are the haters and naysayers who say you can't succeed. But your determination and your belief and your moral belief in God and having the foundation of your parents and your grandparents and your family is going to always be there. So no matter where you go in life, always remember them, those who helped to establish who you are. And to the great class of John F. Kennedy, congratulations, and I'm honored to have this opportunity to say that. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Councilman Jones, and thank you, Dr. Menifee. At this time, we will have words of advice from fellow JFK alumni, Mr. Stanley Gordon.
Good evening. Can everybody hear me? Good evening. I like to give a shout out and a thank you to the JFK alumni, the Lee Harvard community, Ward 1, Councilman Joe Jones, parents, teachers, and students. I remember sitting right where you guys were about 10 to 12 years ago. I thought I was the man. I was Mr. JFK. I was number 11 in my class, National Honor Society. I was top 100 in the Scouting Ohio for football. Couldn't tell me nothing. Honor roll every single year. Every time I got a B, my parents would say, "You got a B." I'm like, "But I got honor roll." Every year of my life, I got MVP in football. And I remember my uncle would tell me, he like, "Yeah, you the man, but you the man of your area. You the man of your city." And I'm like, "But I just got MVP." So it just always stuck with me in the back of my head. When I went to college, I remember my counselors at JFK would tell me, they said, "You should go to Princeton, you should go to Yale." I had a 3.67 accumulative coming out of high school. And they believed in me more than I believed in myself.
but I was stuck in a box. Like, I was stuck here in the Lee Harvard area of this community. And I did go to college, but when I went to college, I went from being a starter my whole life, just getting MVP, to sitting the bench for 3 years. 3 years in a row. And I remember I wanted to quit. And my uncle and my aunt, they raised me, and they said, no, you just need to stick it out. Never quit nothing in your life. And I stuck it out. And by my junior going into my senior year, I wound up getting MVP in the spring ball game. And that right there, it taught me a lesson that I thought that they were so hard on me because, you know, that I wasn't good enough. But they was hard on me because they was preparing me for life. And being the person that I am here today, you guys are about to graduate right now. And this is just the beginning. You know, all the honor rolls, you know, all the accolades that you guys receive. It's somebody in Texas right now that's working out right now. And they about to compete against y'all. They coming for y'all spot. Nobody gonna take my spot. None of y'all. You know, and that's the mentality that I have. Because when I went to college, you know, my grades dropped. I wasn't starting. But one thing that I knew that I had was this, my work ethic. So I just worked. So I want to let y'all know, never give up. You know, it's going to be hard. And everybody in here, y'all special because y'all graduated during the pandemic. This was the hardest, this was the most difficult, best year of my life. And you guys are here. And y'all should clap it up. You know, and I want y'all to look to the left and look to the right of y'all. Y'all not gonna see a lot of these people, a lot of y'all friends, y'all not gonna see them in the future. I took a picture like 8 years ago and I had on a pair of loafers. Everybody else had on a pair of Jordans. My brother called me, said, you in the wrong circle. And I'm like, what you mean? They cool. 8 months later, bleached all my clothes, stole my appliances. I was homeless for 6 months. And the one thing that I always remember that I had this. And can't nobody never take that away. And within 11 months, I've been working for myself ever since. You know, so right now, y'all parents, y'all teachers, counselors, everybody in the community, they pushing y'all right now. Y'all need to find that mastermind group that's just like y'all parents in life. Because don't chase fellas, do not chase women. Women, don't chase no fellas. Focus on your vision and your goal and your dream. They gonna come. They gonna come later. You know, and always remember, you know, because like just like now, like my uncle always told me, you just the best in the city. You just the best in the area. So now I'm thinking global. I'm thinking 10X. Never think so small. Think bigger. Think beyond Cleveland. Go somewhere else and bring it back to the community, like I've done. You know, most people would say that I'm accomplished and things like that, but I know that I have a bigger purpose and I got a bigger goal. And I want to see the best out of everybody in here. But I'm happy for y'all. Every parent in here, y'all should stand up and give everybody in here a standing ovation because y'all deserve it. And I just want to leave y'all with a quote that I always use. Stop looking out the window and look in the mirror. Don't be worried about what everybody else is doing. Worried about what you need to be doing. And you know, that's what the world needs to be doing. And stop everybody try to get on the elevator, but always forget the stairs. You know what I'm saying? Work on them stairs. Work your way up. It took me 10 years to start making money in my business. And I'm here. You know, so, and that's just like y'all. I'm a product of y'all. And I just thank everybody that's here and the class of 2021. Congratulations. Happy for y'all.
Thank you so much for that, Mr. Gordon. Now we will have words from the 2021 Salutatorian, Deja McShann.
Hello, everyone. I just like to start by saying I appreciate all the support I received these past years. There's been so many times where I thought I wasn't good enough and wanted to give up, but I'm glad I didn't. Okay. I'm just grateful that I could balance being an entrepreneur and staying in school at the same time. I know my family is proud of me. I wouldn't be the person that I am today if it wasn't for my mom and my grandmother. I thank you so much. It was hard getting through high school as the first graduate in my family, but I still did it, and I'm going to college. I'd also like to thank Ms. Hall for getting me to join Trio Upper Bound and showing me all the things I can achieve in life. She's helped me improve myself over the past years and taught me many new things. She's actually the reason I'm going to college. Even though there's been many times where she was hard on me, she's always been there for me and gave me hope. I know I could call her whenever I need help with adapting to college. There's so many people I like to thank, but the list goes on and on. As I take this big step into the real world, I know I have people behind me to make sure I succeed. I promise I'll make you all happy, and I'll put JFK on the map so people can really know how much potential our school has. Wish me luck as I start school at Cleveland State University in the fall. Thank you all so much, and remember to always stay positive, even when you feel as if everything is falling apart. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day and have a safe summer.
Ms. McShann, that was wonderful. Now we will have words from the 2021 valedictorian, Deja Brown.
Hello, fellow classmates, family, teachers, administrators, and JFK alumni. Thank you all for gathering here with us today. I am very honored to stand before you to deliver this speech. I first want to say congratulations to all my peers. It was a tough, long, and stressful 4 years, but look, we finally made it. From the 9th grade to now, we all have watched one another grow, learn, and change each and every day in front of our eyes. The year 2020/2021 has been a year like no other, full of many surprises, tragedies, and losses. I am so delighted and thankful to even be able to attend this celebratory moment here with you all today, unlike the previous class of 2020 that wasn't as fortunate. When this pandemic started, I knew most of us felt like this year was the worst. Most of us got discouraged and felt the need to give up, but we didn't. This moment right here shows why it was unacceptable to give up. This accomplishment shows that even though this year wasn't how we ever imagined it to be, we still pushed through. We were still able to commit ourselves to achieving this ultimate goal. Besides that, this is the day we've all been waiting for. It seems as if it was just yesterday that we were 9th grade freshmen walking through the halls nervous and anxious to be in a new school building full of new people we didn't know. Now it's time for us to spread our wings and take flight into new possible adventures that may occur in our future, whether that be us going to further our education, joining the armed forces, or just heading straight into the work field. I know some of us may be experiencing numerous wearing emotions as we don't know know of the future that lies ahead of us. But don't let that get you down right now. Live in the moment. Reflect on the good memories that we've all created together. Take all those memories and experiences to each place you go so that that same sense of happiness and comfort may always follow you there. Enjoy this moment and these final memories that we all will create here, because it will never, ever be the same as it is again. I know this graduation is an exciting time, but it's also a time to bid everything you knew for these past 4 years a farewell. But do not let this trouble you, as these years have prepared us for what we will experience in the real world. It's time to set new goals, dream new dreams, and prepare ourselves for the world that lies ahead of us. I wish every single last one of you great fortune and success as you move on, discover, and succeed in whatever you all choose to do in your lives. Once again, congratulations, class of 2021. Although this is the end, may this also be the beginning to a happier and brighter future. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. I'm here to introduce the keynote speaker, John Rowland Jr. Okay. Mr. John L. Rowland Jr. is a graduate of JFK from the class of 1975. He was born in Kodiak Island, Alaska, and moved to Cleveland, where he grew up. And while attending JFK, John was a part of the JV football team, the JFK track team, the Cleveland All-City Choir, the male chorus, and sang second base as a member of the JFK Music Men. After graduation, Mr. Rowland attended the Ohio State University on an academic scholarship. During his undergraduate junior year, Mr. Rowland was selected and attended a quantitative Summer Skills Institute program and was the first person in the 7-year history of that program to earn straight A's. Given his academic performance at the QSSI and graduating summa cum laude from Dyke College with a BS degree in accounting, Mr. Rowling received a fully paid fellowship and earned an MS degree in public policy and financial management and analysis from Carnegie Mellon University with a 3.97 GPA. Currently, Mr. Rowland is a vice president at Mill Corporation, an IT consulting firm headquartered in Bowie, Maryland. With over 36 years of experience serving federal civilian agencies, including the Department of Transportation, State, the Library of Congress, the USDA, FBI, and the U.S. General Accountability Office, and the American Institute in Taiwan. Mr. Rowland is recognized as an industry thought leader and subject matter expert in the areas of federal financial management, federal accounting principles, the implementation of financial management systems, and the preparation of external and internal financial reporting and financial statements. Mr. Rowland is a motivational public speaker and mentor working with organizations to promote and encourage young professionals and entrepreneurs to move outside of their comfort zones. Mr. Rowland also serves as a tutor to graduate students in the System Engineering Master Program at George Washington University in Washington, D.C. He is also the president and CEO of Rowling QBO Financials, LLC, a virtual accounting firm that provides financial management services to small businesses via the intelligence of technology. Please help me in welcoming Mr. John Rowland Jr.
It's okay if I use this. Thank you. Good evening. It's nice to see all of you. Welcome into the graduating class of 2021. Congratulations. Congratulations, both to you and your parents and your complete support system. It is an honor to be here today and to be home in the house of the mighty eagle. The mighty eagle. The spirit of JFK is in this place. I feel it. It's like being home. And it's an honor to stand here before you today as your keynote speaker. You have endured quite a bit in the last 15, 16 months. A global pandemic, unheard of in this time. Who would have thought? Who would have imagined? Congratulations again. I'm going to tell you a slight story to get started. Then I have two things for you today. If you remember the movie The Lion King, Mufasa and Simba. Simba was like any other little boy, mischievous, getting into everything, going places where he shouldn't go. That's what boys do. But he honored his father. He loved his father. He looked up to his dad. But he was a little boy. And one day, he went somewhere he wasn't supposed to go. Some advice from some uncle. We're not going to talk about him today. But tragically, Simba's father died. And Simba felt he was responsible for that. And he ran away. I'll come back to this later. Engineers, entrepreneurs, doctors, lawyers, entertainers, ministers, preachers, race car drivers, accountants, daycare providers, police officers, detectives, NFL players, rock and roll inductees, and an HBCU college president. These are just some of the things that alumni have accomplished coming out of JFK. Coming out of JFK. There's not time to name them all, but that's just a few. I want you to understand the history and the excellence that you are coming from, that you represent. JFK stands above many, many. And that's just a few of the accomplishments that we have had coming out of this school. Their achievements, their accomplishments. You might ask, well, how did they do that? 56, 57 years ago, when JFK was first established, I came out of the graduating class of 1975, 46 years ago. What is this prolonged history, reputation of excellence? Where does that come from? Well, these attributes come from people, students, faculty, their support system, because they were smart. Now, I do not mean smart in an intellectual standpoint. I don't mean smart by IQs. I don't mean smart by book sense, book smart, or street smart. That's not what I'm talking about. So I want you to listen to me very, very carefully. Because whether you are on your way to columns and halls of higher education, whether you are going to be an entrepreneur, start your own business, whether you're going to be home and help the family business, a community activist, Doesn't matter. If you're smart, what do I mean by that? Well, the alumni before you were strategic. They were strategic. They established and identified their goals, their objectives, the mission, purpose. They had a vision. They determined early what their future was going to look like. They had a plan. They were strategic, doing the right things. They were also motivated. They had a passion. They had purpose. They decided, why am I doing what I'm doing? What keeps them going? What got them up in the middle of the morning? What made them stay up late at night? They were motivated. They had a purpose. A person without a purpose isn't living. You're just here. And we want you to live. So be motivated. They were accountable. They were responsible. They were reliable, not only to themselves, but to others. They established a sense of trust. They were consistent. They were held to a higher standard for themselves and for others. They were resilient. There will be hard days. There will be challenges. There will be obstacles. There will be distractions. You will want to quit, but you can't quit. How are you going to face adversity? Well, you've already shown that you have it in you to do that. A global pandemic? Come on. It's already there. This goes back to your purpose and mission. How you deal and handle adversity. And finally, they were tactical. How are they going to do and get it done? How are they going to do it and get it done? What are the specific actions are they going to take? They are doing the right things strategically and doing things right tactically. I am responsible for a $172 million contract. I oversee over 400 individuals, and I don't know how many teams. I stopped counting after a while. I am called in when there is no one else to help them figure this thing out. From an accounting standpoint, financial management standpoint, project management, client management. I could not have done that if I had not gotten the foundation from JFK, along with my parents, my support systems, and I cannot forget the graduating class of 1975. I love my classmates. We are close. We stay in touch to this very day. Be strategic, motivated, accountable, resilient, and tactical. Now that's smart. You come from a long history of success and a reputation of excellence. You are first to come out of this school. Don't let that die. Be the first in whatever you do. Don't settle for second. Don't let anyone tell you you can't do it. Nobody. Mama, daddy, brother, sister, nobody. You tell yourself you can't do it. And be willing to deal with the consequences. Opportunities are out there for you. Take them. Don't wait for them. Embrace them. Move head on. I am successful because of those very concepts. both professionally and personally. So I hope this message tells you something you can take with you. That's my first gift to you today. I want to come back here, if I'm invited back. I want to be able to come back here and hear some of your success stories. How you were smart in your actions. How you helped your fellow classmates or your community be able and be willing to give back. You have such a support system. You have a JFK Alumni Association. You have the other alumni classes. Pick up the phone, send an email. You need help? I'll be glad to talk to you. I'll be glad to motivate you. And maybe give you a little kick in the butt when you need it. Okay? So, back to the story about Simba. So as I was saying, Simba ran away because he thought not maybe, but that he caused the death of his dad. But he got to talking to a monkey, and the monkey told him something that his father had already told him. And I'm telling you this same thing. Remember who you are. You are a JFK alumni. You come from a long history and reputation of excellence. You have undefined opportunities. Remember.
Let's give Mr. Rowland another round of applause. John F. Kennedy, class in 1975. At this time, we will certify the diplomas. I'm going to ask Karen Thompson, Chief of Staff, Valentina Moxon, and Dr. Monica Price to come up. You had a script, the certification script.
We'll just certify on behalf of the
Sure.
board.
Okay, yeah.
Dr. Menifee, it is my privilege on behalf of the Board of Education, the City of Cleveland, Dr. Monica Price, to certify the class of 2021. You are official graduates of John F. Kennedy High Schools. You have met all of the credits, all of the graduation requirements, all of the testing assessments that any student in the state of Ohio. Congratulations. Official graduates 2021, John F. Kennedy High School.
Thank you.
Okay, it is now time for the big moment. While we appreciate a brief applause and acknowledgement, please be mindful, my people, please be mindful that each parent and family deserves to hear the name of their graduate. Now we will welcome Mr. Darren Hudson and Mrs. Susan Roebuck, our school guidance counselors, for the presentation of diplomas.
Good evening. My name is Susan Roebuck, school counselor for students with last names A through K. It is my honor to present the diplomas to our very own John F. Kennedy class of 2021.
People to come up and things up. Everyone's, all graduates stand, please.
Deja Brown. Here, keep. They're gonna give up. Oh, he's got to take a picture.
Deja McShane. Brent Richard Jr. Duran Stallings.
Tayan Branch. Yasir Pope.
Roderick Shaw Jr.
Torrey Brown. Curtis Wilson. Darren Gaynor. So those were our top 10 students. Let's give them a round of applause. The top 10. Aja Bazil. Brandon Bertrand. Deontay Bonaparte. Artesiana Bell.
Jamal Clements. Michael Douglas. Michaela Edinburgh. You gonna dance up there? Mikhail Edinburgh. Aaron Cook. Chantel Flowers. Courtney Jefferson. Darius Gillum. Tamaya Gillum. Diamond Wilson. Jalen Glover. Tyrese Jackson. Raven Roberts. Jeremiah Pickett. Kailu Polk. Kyla Porter.
Sasha Ray Floyd. Joshua Ramsey. Christopher Smith. Antoinette Watts. Mitchell Farmer. Armand Tolliver. Jakira Sweeney. Cody Wilson. Ayana Ward. Jayla Oliver Curry.
Chantel Taylor. Gary Crump. Demisha Barry Singleton. Brianna Borden. Lemire Sears. Bryce Peak. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy. That's message. This is so crazy. Shamaya Shepard. Keon Mason. Deshaun Wilson. Shania Shepherd. Amariana Motley. Perion Andrews. All right, give it up one more time for your 2021 JFK Eagle graduating class.
Okay, graduates. At this time, I'm going to Kyla Porter to the stage, or to the mic.
Hey everyone. As the year comes to an end, it's time for us to review some of the key memories we made together as a freshman till now. Just to think, after this, there will be no more hearing Miss Hudson go on about how we're not participating in our class. Or complain about Mr. Ransom workload. No more hearing our parents' mouths about passing our class and waking up on time. And the best of all, not having to pay for school uniforms. I stand before my class of 2021 with all kinds of emotions, kind of like the first day coming into high school where we were nervous but excited to see what happens next. This year wasn't easy for us. We had to adjust to living through the pandemic. It was a very rough start, but we pushed through it. And that tells me since we got through this pandemic and this huge change in our lives, we can get through anything that our adult lives may bring us. I want to thank our principals and all of the senior teachers and any other teachers who has helped us this senior class of 2021, as well as our guidance counselors, Mrs. Roebuck and Mr. Hudson. We thank our parents who gave us life and support along this journey. Finally, I want to thank Ms. Hudson, most of all, because without her, any of this wouldn't be in order. Ms. Hudson, can you come here? Menifee, we didn't forget about you either. Your gift is over there somewhere. Now for the class of 2021, may y'all stand, please? Now on the count of 3, we will turn our tassels from right to left. 1, 2, 3. And now, we are the graduates of 2021. Thank y'all.
At this time, we will have our alma mater. now bring our ceremony to a close with the recessional. Parents, families, and friends, we ask that you remain seated after students have exited the gymnasium so that we can clear the hallway and allow our graduates to pick up their belongings. You will be allowed to exit the next time you hear my voice. Thank you for joining us for the 2021 commencement. Please exit out of the rear gymnasium door to my right, then exit the building to receive your graduates.